I told my dad I wouldn't be coming home for Christmas this year, and the reason I gave him was a true one, and now my whole family is treating the truth like it was a weapon, and not the thing that made it necessary. My parents have been married for 38 years. They are, by every external measure, a success story. They live in the house I grew up in. They go to the same church they've attended since before I was born. They have couple friends and a shared calendar, and a dog named after a jazz musician. My mother posts photos of their anniversary dinners every year, and the comments are always full of heart reactions from women who went to high school with her. What most of those women don't know, and what I have known for 3 years, is that my dad had an affair. I found out by accident. I was home for Thanksgiving, and I borrowed his phone to look up a restaurant because my battery was dead, and a message came through that I read before I understood what I was reading. I confronted him privately that same night in the kitchen after my mother had gone to bed. He admitted it. He said it had been going on for 7 months so that it was over. He asked me not to tell my mother. He said it would destroy her. I have thought about that conversation almost every day since. I didn't tell her. I want to be honest about that and not dress it up. I made the choice to keep his secret for 3 years because I told myself she was happy and that the affair was over and that what she didn't know wasn't actively hurting her. I told myself that a lot. I got good at not examining it too directly. I have an older brother, Mark, who Dad told separately about a year after he told me, and Mark made the same choice I did, which somehow made it worse and not better. We have never once discussed it with each other. We just both carry it to Christmas dinner and set it under the table with our hosts. This year I started seeing a therapist. I want to say that without making it sound like a character arc, it's just relevant. In one of our sessions I said out loud, for the first time to another person, that I had not been home for Christmas genuinely in 3 years. I had been present physically, but I had been performing a version of home that required me to look at my mother laughing at my father's jokes and feel something I can only describe as a specific quiet grief. My therapist didn't tell me what to do. She just asked me what I needed. I called my dad 2 weeks ago. I told him I wasn't coming for Christmas. He asked why, and I said because I couldn't sit at that table anymore pretending. I said I loved him and I was not calling to relitigate his choices, but that I needed him to understand that those choices had a cost that he hadn't fully accounted for, and that I was the one paying part of it. He was quiet for a long time and then he said, I thought we were past this. I said, I don't think I ever got past it. I think I just stopped talking about it. He told my mother I wasn't coming, but he didn't tell her why. She called me crying and asked if she'd done something. I said no. She asked if it was about a boy, which is the thing she defaults to when she can't find another explanation for my behavior. I said it wasn't about a boy. She asked me to please just come home, and I said I couldn't this year and I was sorry. Then she called Mark, and Mark called me furious, which I found almost impressive given the circumstances. He said I was blowing up the family over something that was done and in the past. I said I wasn't blowing anything up, I was just not attending Christmas. He said those were the same thing. We went in circles for 20 minutes, and then he said I was being selfish and hung up. My therapist has not told me I did the right thing. She's not really in the business of that. My friend Georgia thinks I was entirely justified. My friend B thinks I should have found a way to separate my parents' marriage from my own relationship with them, which sounds reasonable and also feels impossible when I try to actually do it. My mother texted me yesterday a photo of the Christmas tree they just put up. She does this every year. It's the same ornaments and mostly the same places. The ones I made in elementary school near the bottom, the angel on top that's in there since before I was born. She didn't write anything with a photo, just sent it. I looked at it for a long time. My dad hasn't reached out since our phone call, and I don't know if that's guilt or anger or just that he doesn't know what to say, and I'm not sure it matters which one. Am I the asshole for skipping Christmas because of my dad's affair?